Jack gripped the mechanical pencil, repeatedly pressing down on it with his finger, aiming at his brother Mike's eye. Just as he was about to pierce it, the lead unfortunately broke. Jack finally believed that Mike had indeed fallen into a deep slumber. He gently set down the pencil and quietly left. However, at that moment, Mike suddenly woke up and immediately followed him out of curiosity. Jack was now limping his way towards the main street. Abruptly, he stopped and glanced back. Mike's heart tightened, and he quickly hid to avoid being exposed. What happened next felt eerie to him. Jack's legs seemed to no longer be lame, and his stride grew increasingly brisk. Mike realized that Jack's hidden truth was far from ordinary. Not content, Mike resolved to investigate and closely followed behind. When Jack jumped into a taxi, Mike hurriedly waved one down as well, ordering the driver to tail the car ahead. However, what followed shattered all his perceptions. Two strange men met up with Jack, calling him boss. This instantly filled Mike with unease. The next morning, Mike couldn't wait to tell his mother Annie everything. Upon hearing it, she looked panicked, struggling to believe her son's words. Both of them felt apprehensive and decided to get to the bottom of it that night. As darkness fell, Mike quietly went downstairs to use the bathroom but unexpectedly overheard his mother Annie on the phone with his father. On the other end, Annie mentioned in a low voice that Mike had discovered Jack's secret and asked her husband if they should get rid of Mike. Fear instantly engulfed him, and Mike instinctively backed away, accidentally making a noise. Annie's conversation abruptly ended, and she quickly stood up and walked out without noticing Mike hiding behind the door. Her husband urged Annie to check if Mike was truly asleep. Mike realized he couldn't return to his room using the stairs. He swiftly decided to climb out the window, planning to scale the wall back up to his second-floor bedroom. Mike was in a frantic hurry but managed to get back into bed before Annie entered. Annie stepped into his room, lifted the covers, and saw him lying in bed, only then feeling reassured and preparing to leave. Mike also breathed a sigh of relief. However, as soon as Mike sat up, he was frozen in fear by the sight before his eyes.